looks like the phones are ringing too, so you guys know I pay for these damn phones. I'm going to answer them. F1, Frank, you're on. What's going on? You're on another dumb show. How are you? 844 hit dumb.
Hey, what's going on, Dom?
844-448-3862. Not much, my dude. How are you, sir?
I just wanted to tell you a funny story about
What's
how my weekend went.
what happened? What'd you do this weekend? You all right? You get in trouble?
Well, yeah, well, no, I almost got. Well, actually, the cop walked away laughing. But you ever hear of liquid ass?
I have heard of that. Yes, it actually it got brought into the studio and fart box at one point, and we made a rule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty much had no rules. Kind of, there was no holds barred back in the fart box as far as just ripping farts and just kind of being gross in general in there. Except we made a pact that because that stuff
No
is
liquid
so,
ass.
yep, that because that stuff is so disgusting, we made a pact to each other that none of us would ever use that stuff in the fart box, and we all stuck to it. We all stuck to it. But yes, I'm aware
I
of it.
just went.
It's disgusting, and
I
if you
went
don't,
through the
well, hold on
aisle
for
in the
people.
store. And I just
Hold on, dude. Just in case people don't know what liquid ass is, it's a. I'm sure they probably do, but if you don't, it's a little jar of. Well, it smells like butt. If you put your hand and you just rub it down, like give yourself a stink palm, like mall rats. You rub your hand on your ass, smell that. That's what liquid ass is, and it's concentrated butt smell times 1,000. And if you just put like one
yeah.
drop of it anywhere, it will destroy an entire room. So that's why the fart box, because it was so small and not ventilated, we were like, no, no, no. So what did you do with liquid ass, F1?
I just walked down one aisle of the store and I squirted it up on the aisle and just walked away and forgot about it and went about my shopping.
What
You
store
know, I
was
didn't
this
think
in?
anything about it. Huh?
What store was this in, dude?
Just a little local store here around where I live. You know, it wasn't like in Giant Eagle
Like a
or
corner
Walmart or
store,
no
like a
big
little, a
store.
little, little corner store kind of deal?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And I
cold.
walked away and didn't think nothing about it, you know, and I didn't smell up the whole thing, you know.
I,
And then
I
I just went to
disagree.
leave and mm, maybe I'm immune to it.
No way. That stuff's strong,
But
dude. It only, especially if you sprayed it too. Like one drop will kill an entire room. That's why I'm saying if you sprayed it, dude, it must have been so bad. Do you not like the owners of this place? What is the reason? Are you just a prankster?
oh no,
What?
no, I was just doing the prank thing and I went to leave and this lady like confronts me. You just sprayed my kids with blah blah blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I didn't even think about it. You know what I mean? I didn't put two and two together, and
So
she's like, empty your pockets, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. And
did
I
she think you
leave.
did she think you sprayed like poop water on them or something? Like, well, did she
That she
know?
thought I sprayed directly on her kids, and I wasn't anywhere near her kids. You know, so they
So,
must have walked into like the mist or whatever, and
oh,
but she took down my frickin' license plate number, went to the cops and filed a report and sent the cops to my fucking house, man.
oh my God, for
Over
real? Holy
fart spray.
shit, that's
Over
crazy.
fart spray.
Now, so were the cops laughing when they arrived? Like, how did that interaction
When he
go?
first got, yeah, when he first got here, he was kind of like stone faced or whatever, because she went in there saying this guy sprayed something on my kids. You know, like maybe she thought I was trying to steal her dumbass kids, which I don't want any part of that. You know,
Right.
and and he's like, well, where's it at? I'm like, I'm gonna go in the house and get it. Don't shoot me. And he's like, well, whatever. You know, I'm not one to shoot nobody. And I gave it to him. He looked at it and he kind of smirked a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, well, I'm gonna take a picture of this for evidence. He went back to his car. I'm assuming he took a picture, whatever. And he brought it back and he handed it to me and said, well, don't do that no more. And I freaking said, well, here. He's like, you know, I'm gonna go back to talk to her. Depends on whatever she wants to do, whatever. And I'm like, well, here, just take it, and that way you know I'll never do it again. And
Yeah, I
he's
can't
like,
go order
you
more from
could get,
Amazon.
he's like, you could get disorderly conduct. Fart spray.
Really?
And when he was walking away, I was like, man, you got to admit, it's kind of funny, right? And then that's when he kind of chuckled a little bit. And
Oh, yeah, he didn't take a
walked
picture of
on.
it for evidence. He took a picture of it and sent it to his other buddies that are on duty, and like, you're never gonna believe what I'm dealing with right now.
No,
So.
he took the bottle that I gave him back to the freaking the
To the cruiser.
department and sprayed that on the rookie's fucking clothes. You know?
Oh
what I mean?
no, yeah, they're doing that. They're putting it in the jail cells, everything. Yeah, they're fine. They're he's having a good time with your stuff. He's messing with all the other drunks and stuff. So now, F1, you don't strike me, and please don't take this the wrong way. You don't sound exactly like a spring chicken. You don't sound like
No.
this is something I would have done when I was like 13 or 14. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm a little bit younger than you. I'm in my early 40s.
Yeah, I'm 45, and while I find this kind of stuff hilarious,
I'm 43, I think.
all right, well, the next time you decide to pull one of your famous F1 pranks, record it for me and send it in. Yeah, I want to see when the ladies start yelling at you next time when you spray it on her kids because you made them smell like shit. She's probably just mad because they already smelled like shit and they just started smelling worse when you sprayed them.
That's what I said. Your kids already shit their pants, and you're just trying to blame it on me.
You're like, who brings their kids to a corner store anyway, lady? All right.
Well, I was just trying to call you, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, and I don't know, I didn't get through, so I thought I would tell you that because it was pretty funny to me, and I figured you thought it would be funny.
I love that story. That's great. Thank you for calling in. No, it is very good. It made me laugh really hard. I'm just picturing a 40-some-year-old man walking through a corner store spraying liquid ass around, and then some Karen screaming at him. Although I would do the same thing. If you hit my kids with liquid ass, I'd lose my shit on you, to be quite honest with you. I'd be like, because I'd know the smell immediately. I'd be like, did you just spray liquid ass on my fucking kid? What's the matter with you, dude? Oh, man, that's good. All right, well, F1, stay out of trouble.
I'll let you get to the next person, man. Hey,
thanks, dude.
I'll bother you in the next couple days.
You're welcome to bother me anytime. You stay out of trouble. Or actually, I don't care what you do. If you get in trouble, just record it next time. So.
Get in trouble as long as I send it to you. Huh?
Exactly right. AnotherDumbShow@gmail.com, bro. All right, see you later, F1. Thank you, brother. Likewise. All right, that's great. Oh, shit, I just whacked the... by the way, if anybody wants to call in and either cheer Jason on or jeer him, 844-HEADS-UM, 844-448-3862. You're welcome to do that. Let's see here. I did have another email I wanted to read while Jason is doing that. Oh, it's an email from Vanilla Charlie. He says, Yo, Dom, I'm listening to the Aftermath, and Mikey just called in to the Aftermath. And it got me wondering, if you called into the Aftermath, do you think... my old pal Chocolate Charlie would pick up the call. Ever think about calling in your pal Vanilla Charlie? Sent from my iPhone. So do I ever think about calling in? No. Number one, because I don't listen. So I couldn't call in about something I don't listen to. Definitely too hard. I might be able to get away with listening or watching RMG every once in a while, which I haven't done in a minute. But the Aftermath, definitely not, because that was just me and my homeboy having fun. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way I could watch the Aftermath, and not just my homeboy, me and Snitz. I would feel bad good night because I feel like I leave Snitz out because Snitz was such an integral part of the Aftermath too. So I always feel bad if I leave him out. But yeah, I had so much fun with those dudes doing the Aftermath. It would be hard for me to watch it, and all I would want to do is call and talk. In fact, that's probably half the reason why I don't watch RMG is because all I would want to do is I would want to interject my opinion on everything. So that's why I liked working there. So, all right, we're at 14:30. We are still trying to get the first 3 Big Macs down. So we have less than 4 minutes. He doesn't believe he's going to even... No. Is this a tap out? Is this a tap out? So. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is an early tap. I think this might be even earlier than Austin's tap out. I wish I could keep... one of these days I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch all these episodes and I'm going to write down the times. All right, so he's still eating. I will give you until you say this is an official bitch made shit tap out per Mikey's rules.
Bitch made shit Tap out per Mikey's rules.
Wow! At 15-11. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining us on another Dumb Show this evening. Thank you for streaming on my tube. I appreciate you guys all being here with me this evening. Pardon me, I am putting out a little thing because I'm not sure if notifications went out that we were live. So pardon me if I seem a little frazzled as we get things up and rolling here on another Dumb Show. So thank you guys all for coming to join us this evening. I appreciate it. You guys know how much I love having you guys stream on my tube. I love it. It feels so good. I'm glad to have you here with me tonight. Also glad to have with me here this evening is my main man. He is back from his big double date yesterday. We didn't have him with us, but he's here tonight. My main man, Mikey. What's up, bro? How are you, dude?
What's up, buddy? How you doing tonight?
Chilling like a villain, just a little frazzled. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure what's going on with me today, but I had a lot of.
And by the way, there was an alert.
There was a notification.
Yeah.
Because I got a couple messages asking me if we were live tonight from I got one from PDJ and I got one from some other dude asking me the same thing.
PDJ must be the most punctual fucking stoner in the world because he messaged me at 6:57 and he said 9 p.m.
That's what I got.
I responded back with SST question mark. Like I was like, come on now.
All right, cool. Yes, SST. But yeah, you know how it goes, guys. We always start a little right at 7 and then a little bit after. That's how it rolls here on another Dumb Show. So yeah, it was just weird because I got two of those like right in a row. So I was confused and thought maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. Maybe because yesterday I sent out one of those posts and I know that can sometimes screw with the notifications or whatever. So I just tweeted it out in Facebook that we're live too. So just in case, because I was like, well, fuck, people are gonna think we're going late, and they're gonna come in whatever. Because I'm so fucking inconsistent. Well, not inconsistent. I got kid shit to do. What the hell am I? I gotta cut myself a little slack every once in a while. I'm like,
Yeah, absolutely. That's the good thing about being on the tube. We can go whenever.
That is true. We can kind of start whenever we want. It's good to be consistent, though. I'd like to start on time as often as I can.
7-ish.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good number. People get SST. They understand. They get it. So, but it does look like a lot of people did get notifications. So I guess I don't know. Maybe just like you said, PDJ and the other dude just being extra punctual. So, okay, perfect. Bad news in the chat over there, Mikey. Oh, by the way. You are looking handsome over there. Did you?
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Trim down that beard over there. Did you do that for date night last night?
No, I did that today. That was actually by accident a little bit. I was like, oh,
Uh,
I had the 1, 2, and the 3 out, and I was like, let me just start with the 1, like an absolute idiot. And I went, zzz. I was like, oh, well,
Start with
I
the
guess we'll
one.
just. Yeah, I know. I was like, I figured it wasn't gonna be that bad,
How
but it
many
was.
mushrooms had you eaten at that point? If you're
Yeah, dude, you know what's actually funny? I got home today and ate a gram on the dot.
Oh boy, so you're feeling pretty good right now, huh? What time does that
I
at?
am. Oh, I got like probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Open your eyes. I just noticed it. They are black.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're a little booked.
You
I've
look
got the
like
sweats and the yawns.
my son just went to the eye doctor the other day and they had to dilate his eyes and he was, he looked like he was he ate 10 hits or whatever. So yeah, no headband tonight, somebody noticed in there. And then
No,
a trimmed up beard. Okay, cool. And then the afro seems to be a little bit also tamed this evening.
it's. I mean,
Oh, there you go.
is this
Okay,
better
now
for people?
that it's better for me. I like it better that way. I got to have the good hair around here. I don't need you. Well, I don't know. That is pretty good hair though. You got a nice good head of hair. Oh, speaking of that, I saw a news story that there's some sort of study that came out, and I lost the news story, and I don't feel like looking for it right now. Um, there's a topical cannabinoid thing that is supposed to stop hair loss and promote regrowth. So you could rub that. You're supposed to just like us rub it on here, and it's supposed to stop loss and keep it get it growing back again. Some sort of cannabinoid hair thing. So I don't know if,
I'll
but
rub THC all over my body. I don't give a shit. I'll be the world's hairiest man.
there. So where does this?
I'll
Where's this?
I'll spell something out on my chest with that, like the Vikings logo or some shit like that. Really fine. I'll come in
Oh,
like a chia pet.
I actually read the story wrong. I thought it was for just dudes losing their hair. It helps with people who are who have alopecia. Topical application of
Oh,
cannabinoids promotes hair growth in patients with alopecia. So, yeah, I always feel bad for people who have that. I know a dude, his kid had it, and poor kid was getting bullied at school about it and stuff. And then the school like wouldn't let him wear a hat and all this bullshit. It's shitty. It was really shitty. So I always feel
my
so bad for kids that have to deal with that.
yeah, my cousin's stepdaughter has that, and she's like going on 16, and she's been bullied her entire life because the wigs and stuff she's got to wear. I mean, unless you got thousands of dollars, the wigs just don't look that real.
Yeah, no, they don't. And there's no, yeah, they're gonna end up looking like a Barbie wig, almost or something like that.
That's
Wouldn't they?
all it
Yeah,
ever looks like. Yeah.
poor kid. That sucks. I feel bad for those kids. So, well, maybe their parents can get some cannabinoids and rub it all over their head, and their hair will start growing back. Maybe. Um,
Yeah.
so that I thought it was for us. I got all excited. I was like, we get high and get our hair to grow back at the same time. And then
Hell
no,
yeah.
no, not so much. But I did. I thought of you and I laughed and I was like, if this dude rubbed that all over his head would swell up like a fucking balloon because if you chew on those stems or you rub your face after you break it up, you get all swollen. So I wonder if you put
Yep.
that topical shit on, if you'd just be like, you just
I haven't
blow
had a
up.
problem with any topical cannabis stuff yet. I think it all gets processed or something like that. I really think it's like the pesticides or whatever chemicals that's on the outside of the bud. Because it's the
Oh,
same thing if I eat like raw fruit or raw vegetables. Like if I eat raw broccoli, the same thing happens to me.
sorry, I'm not, I'm, so wait, broccoli and everything kind of, so you think,
Dude,
oh,
it can be
pesticides.
anything.
I see what
Yeah,
you're
or
saying.
the PSGs or something like that, like the growth hormones that they put on these plants to make them yield a lot more because they use the PSGs on everything.
Sorry, I'm distracted because I freaking paid this goddamn phone bill and now the phones aren't working.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
I'm so seriously so irritated, and it's not me not having anything plugged in. It's just literally like it's not even breathing here. I have no idea what's happening. Why it is doing this. I'm so frustrated. That shit ain't cheap, man. Um, it's so disappointing. Oh wait. Oh, I fixed them. Yay! Phones are working. 844 hit dumb. 844-448-3862. let's take advantage of it. If you guys, while they're up and running, if you guys want to call, the phones are working. So that's good news. I know why I'm so frazzled today. I almost killed somebody on the roads today. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But yeah, that could be a little bit why I'm a little bit shaky and a little bit frazzled considering my day today.
Was it a delivery guy? Like I was dealing with, and probably the same asshole came to Cleveland.
What did you have? Well, I'll talk about it in a little bit, and we'll get to yours. But I don't want to talk about it just yet. So we'll get to that in a little bit.
Mine. I told you about mine. I haven't had another incident since my last.
That's last guy. Your incident from last week. You had a road rage incident. So
yeah,
with the delivery person. Interesting. So yeah, and you almost got into a fight with him. Well, I almost killed someone on the roads today too. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Nice.
But you have. I want to check in with you last night. Did you watch any of last night's show? Did you catch or the recap at all? Did you see Jason, our listener, take on Mikey's McDonald's challenge?
I caught pretty much the challenge from 3 minutes in, and then when I got home, like I had texted you, I had jumped on the VMix, so I just watched the rest of the episode from the VMix.
I'm really sorry about that, man. I had no idea. I must have to see where he was at. I had closed out like where I can see you. So that's my bad, dude. Sorry, you're just sitting there for.
It's all good. I enjoyed. I was watching the show and I was in the chat a little bit.
Real time.
You were talking about Groosh and you were talking about.
Oh yeah. That was some good stuff, right?
Wild and crazy shit, man.
Yeah, we got some crazy UFO stuff going on. So,
I did see the challenge. I saw the bitch made shit.
Yeah, he backed out. Jason, he did the best he could, but he did tap out at 15-11. Didn't even finish all 3 Big Macs. Had all 20 nuggets left. I don't even think he had 1 French fry. And he had a couple sips out of his pop, and that's about it. That was a pretty big.
I've still finished the most out of everybody.
That is true. You
coming up short.
Yep, and you've done it before, so you know that you can do it.
I have done it before. And last night I put down more food than that fucking Big Mac challenge, hands down.
Thank you for reminding me. I actually have all of your. All right, let's start with the list of rolls here. I got looks like an iPhone list. Where you guys went hard with. And now
track of everything.
All of these are 6, 7 pieces. You said
6-piece rolls.
6-piece rolls. All right. So Mikey went on a double date last night with his girl and their friends, and they went to an all-you-can-eat sushi place. All you can eat in 90 minutes. And here is what Mikey was able to take down. Hold on one second. Let me get that. So it's a little hard to read, I think. Oh no, you can read it. So Mikey. Gold Point roll, Las Vegas roll, Dragon. I'm not going to read them all, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at the top, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25.
It was actually 24. The takoyaki, takoyaki down there at the bottom is actually fried octopus balls. Like not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. It's just funny when you say it that way.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm super phlegmy today. My allergies are going nuts. So if I apologize, so I cough or I'm snotting, all snotty.
I should have taken a picture of the menu as well, because it is literally all you can eat, the entire fucking menu, all the appetizers, everything, ice cream, whatever you can eat is all you can eat off the menu. But it does say in big letters on the menu, there is a surcharge for unfinished food.
What does that mean? If you get too much and you don't eat it, they're gonna charge you on top of
charge you per roll.
Suck a dick. That sucks. What's the difference? You paid that's so. Ugh. Oh, I mean, I guess it does keep down costs and people just going up and just grabbing. You know what? I don't know what I want. Give me one of all of them.
It's a 6-piece roll. You get a 6-piece roll and you hate the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing they're a little lenient with it.
Right.
I mean, I've never seen them charge, but like we didn't leave a single fucking thing on that plate. And we went through like an ice cream scoop full of wasabi with it.
I did the math. That's 24 rolls times 6 pieces is 144 pieces of sushi. divided by
Yep.
4 people is 36 pieces each. So 9 pieces.
Yeah, and
So it's a roll and a
and
half.
the girls combined weight is 220 pounds. So between the two of them, they probably ate 4 to 6 rolls.
So you took down the rest of them. So between you and your dude, you ate probably 18 to 20 rolls is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I was at when I tapped out, I think I was at 56 pieces or 55 pieces of sushi.
Oh man. I wish you would have recorded yourself eating all this sushi so then we could now we got to do some sort of weird sushi challenge. I don't know if I could eat 55 pieces of sushi, man. That's a lot of rice. Woo!
Dude, it is so good. Dude, I haven't eaten again yet. I'm still fucking full. Like, it has been oppressively offensive bathrooms all day. Like, I feel bad for everybody at the shop. Like, it's been bad.
That's gross. Well, there was some pictures of it, of some of these rolls here. Well, I don't know. It would be too hard. You know how expensive it would be for me to do that here, like at home and Uber eat all that sushi. Oh my God,
Oh,
that would
yeah,
be
dude.
a fortune.
I paid $32.95 all you
There
can
you go.
eat.
There's one of them. Not bad. Not bad.
Yep, that was our second set of sushi right there.
Let's see. Here is. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. There's just me. Now I'm gonna wait for this thing. 1, 2, 3. And here we go. So yep, there's some dumb sushi right there. No, yeah, that looks good, dude. That doesn't look too far from the fake sushi that I would eat, to be honest with you. It looks actually fairly
There's
similar.
a couple of them.
I
There's
just
a couple
wouldn't.
of them with cream cheese in there.
Yeah, I just wouldn't fuck around with that black one in the middle with all that seaweed. And all of them looks like all of them have the seaweed wrap in there. I can't. That's so gross to me. I can't mess around with that.
Oh,
That's nasty. I don't like it
Ate
one
dried
bit.
pieces of seaweed with Himalayan salt. Oh my God, the little crispy little pieces of seaweed is so delicious.
Right on. Well, all right. Well, it's early. So again, Mikey's McDonald's challenge, still waiting for someone to take down the king at this point. So just a reminder, Jason did it in 15 or didn't do it. He tapped out, excuse me, bitch made shit tap out at 15 minutes 11 seconds. I don't even remember Mikey's tap out time. I just know that I still remain king at a time of 18 minutes and 17 seconds. If you think you can take me down in Mikey's McDonald's challenge, shoot me an email, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. I'll shoot you a link. You can come on the show and see if you can take me down live on the show. I would start practicing now because everybody thinks that they can do it and they are sorely mistaken. Now, Mikey, before we start diving into some of the stuff that's going on in the world today, we need a little, it looks as though you guys need a little help over at your family. You sent me an email here and said that we're going to need some help. You guys lost, you know what? I don't have the picture of your other dog, and I don't remember. What is the name of your dog that just passed away, your parents' dog?
Cash
Cash, that's right. How do I forget
from
that?
Tango and Cash.
That was my dog's name, Cash. It was Cassius. It was named after Cassius Clay because he was a boxer. So that was one of my old dog's names. I don't know how I forgot that. But here is Mikey's parents have gone out and done what any respectable dog owner would do who loses a dog. You just go get another dog. That's
Right away.
Yeah, like people, if human beings, you can just go out and get a new kid after your kid drops off. Yeah, you go buy a new kid. Same thing.
And you find the same exact breed too. You know what I'm saying? Like the only thing that's different is color.
Yeah, you got a little fat blonde kid that wears glasses. You go out and find another one. If they, no, that's awful. So Mikey, it turns out that they've gotten a new dog over there, but they are going to need help from the League of Dummies. Mikey and his family have asked. Their parents have a new dog coming in the next coming weeks, and they're struggling to think of a name. And they're wondering if the chat is willing to help out. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of the dog, and I'm going to allow you guys to start throwing in your names. And it'd probably be easier for us to keep track of them. I don't know. Put them in the chat, and then if you want, you can always email them to anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. But we'll put them up in the chat too. But here is Mikey's parents' new dog. You guys have the opportunity. Oh my God, damn, that's a fucking cute dog. Holy shit, look at this freaking guy or gal. What is this, boy or girl?
Boy.
All right, a little boy. Cash is off the table because we've already had a Cash, obviously. But this little puppy, what is that? A Pomeranian?
A Cheon.
A who?
A Cheon.
What's a Cheon?
A Chihuahua Papillon.
Oh, a designer dog, a Chihuahua Papillon. Interesting. That's a cute ass little dog, though, man. I got to tell you.
He's driving 12 hours to go get it.
Wow, that wasn't a cheap dog, was it?
No.
No. How much are we talking?
I'd imagine it's close to a G. I'm guessing $900.
Probably, yeah. I see. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I don't remember. I don't know if you were on the day I was talking about B1's vet office, how they dock tails on animals. One of the reasons they were docking tails is because it's like a French bulldog, and you know how the little tiny ass tails or whatever. Because it was obviously somebody being bred. And I left out of that story that one day. The people docked the tail, and then when they looked at it, said they wanted it shorter. So they made this dog.
Wait, dock the tail? You mean stubbing? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, docking.
It's horrible. Fuck that shit.
They made him go.
People.
Made him go through it twice. They were
Fuck
like,
that.
it's not short enough the first time. They're psychopaths.
Same people that crop their Doberman's ears and shit like that. Note that.
That's what I was saying before. And then I don't know. And you weren't here that day, but I was saying that I feel like there should be cosmetic vets and there should be actual like medical vets. Like if you want to go get you like, don't go to a medical vet. If you're a medical vet, I don't understand why I know you got to make money. I know it. That's the only reason they do it. And they try to justify it like cutting off tails, especially on the big dogs, because it'll weigh down their back. Or, that kind of stuff. They come up with medical excuses to justify doing it as a medical reason versus a cosmetic thing. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. But anyway, back to this puppy.
It's horrible. Mutilation.
Back to this puppy. Now, we've already got a couple names coming in. Actually, the first one that I saw was actually pretty damn good. I saw Gizmo popped up. I love Gizmo.
Yeah, the ears definitely. The first thing I thought about when I saw that dog was Gizmo. Mogwai.
For sure. That's Bean Arenas when she's getting crazy. I call her a bad Mogwai because she rolls around and stuff. And I think technically she's a designer dog because I think she's a Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. We've kind of narrowed it down to. So I think we ended up with somebody's designer dog that ran away or something, jumped out of their car, or who knows. But
that's what my girlfriend just ended up with from a stray that was running around. It's a Yorkie Papillon mix.
Oh, I bet that's a definition of an ankle biter right there for sure. Those.
Oh my God, that thing don't fucking stop barking, dude! I swear to God. I want to name. I named it. They named it Russell, but I named it Baxter because it reminds me of the dog Baxter from Anchorman.
Because you want to pawn him,
kick it off a bridge. Yeah, dude, I really do. Like I love animals. Don't get me wrong. Like I got both my cats sitting behind me. Like I want to kick a dog, guys.
There they. That's good. So somebody said,
I like Walter. Carrie said Walter.
Walter's not bad. That was my dog. My uncle had a dog named Walter because he loved the movie City Slickers. Or not Walter. Did he have a dog named Walter? Or did he? He had a dog named. I'm mixing them up. He had two different dogs. One was named Norman after the dog, the cow in City Slickers. And then I don't know where Walter came from too. He had another dog named Walter, but they were like at the same time, and I think that's why I mixed them up. So never mind. Who cares? Let's see. Chico, not bad. I like Chico. Kitty for the dog.
Chico, run.
Kitty for the dog. Oh, Nugget, man. That's so just so unusual. I don't like it. I don't like.
I wanted to go. The name that I came up with for that dog is Reginald.
Reginald, that little guy?
Yeah, he looks like a Reginald to me. He's a distinguished young gentleman.
You call him Reggie?
Yeah, Reggie Bush.
That's not bad.
Not Reggie Bush. I don't like Reggie Bush.
He was pretty funny in those Wendy's commercials, though. Got to give him credit for that. So, all right, I got one more email here, then we'll start diving into stuff that's actually going on in the world. Because this email is from Jake. He says, Dom, I love your perspective when you talk about people having different perspectives, being friends, or having sympathy for other people who don't see the same way you do. For example, I'm a very progressive liberal, and my best friend is a conservative who disagrees with a lot of social issues I believe in. We never fight, and we always have great talks that never get heated. We respect each other and understand that opinions can vary from person to person. With that said, I feel really bad for Mitch McConnell and his recent medical episode. Like you said, I don't agree with him on any issues he stands for, but he's reasonable, speaks clearly, and isn't openly a huge douchebag. So I hope he's doing well and recovers. And apparently Joe Biden called him too to make sure he's okay, which is a pretty cool move in my opinion. Keep it up, bro. Jake. Oh, I didn't know they had a rotary phone in the Oval Office because Joe Biden
Joe can't dial a phone.
That's what I was saying. There's no way he used to. Somebody dialed it for him and said, he goes, what is that thing? What is this magic box? This glowing magic box?
He tried to call him on his morning banana.
Sir, you have to peel it. You have to peel it for it to work. All right. So, one last quick one, a little picture here. You guys know I love seeing how everybody watches Another Dumb Show. And this one comes in from, excuse me, I closed it out. This one's from Keith. I'm hoping he's on his lunch break while he's watching this. It looks like the time of day he probably is because he is in what looks to be, well, it looks like a truck to me. I'm pretty sure he's in some sort of, like, that looks like a big, that shifter down there. I feel like this guy's in some sort of big kind of truck. So I hope he's not watching Another Dumb Show while he's driving this big truck, and that he's actually doing it on his break. That would be, I hope you're not doing that. But I do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, so much.
I'd be lying if I said that I didn't drive around watching YouTube all day.
While you're driving?
I've been watching Rover for years while I'm driving. It's always playing.
Huh.
YouTube. And mostly, like I said, I'm watching podcasts, but I don't do any audio only podcasts anymore. Everything's video.
You're rolling the dice, my dude, with all of this. Now that you're in a corporate environment, man, you got to clean that all up. You're going to get yourself in big trouble. You're speeding, your bad numbers on your driving.
Actually, by the way, I brought up the speeding thing this morning at a meeting, and I was like, hey, is anybody else safety rating a fucking 0? And I was like, because it says that I'm speeding all the fucking time. And the president of the company's in on the meeting and everything like that too. And he was like, no, it just, the speeding algorithm is way off. So don't pay any attention to your safety ratings. He goes, everybody's been doing great since we took care of all the rolling stops in the first week. So the speeding and the safety rating that I had, there's no worry about it. I'm driving perfectly safe.
Good for you. Good job. All right. I worried about that when you were saying all that stuff. I worry that you're going to get the boot and you're going to get fired, dude.
I was so panicked about it too. That's why I brought it up this morning at the safety meeting. I was like, by the way, my driving safety number is like a fucking 0. Like I just need to know, is anybody else's a 0?
Well, it's good to get out ahead of it. If you're like that, just to let them know that you're aware of it and just kind of seeing if there is a problem. If not, then letting them know. All right, I guess I'm going to have to make some changes if nobody else is having these problems, basically.
It's increased to a 16 over the past 2 days. I've done a good job.
Good for you, dude. I'm happy to hear that. So what is the number you're supposed to be at? 55, you said, or?
No, well, I think 100.
I don't know why I
came up with that.
On a
1 to 100 scale. It's a 1 to 100 scale. So as soon as I hit like the 65, I'm guessing I'm passing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Well, good job. Way to get back up because you were negative, weren't you?
It could have been negative. It doesn't go that low. Thank God it's only a 0 to 100 scale.
All right. You're in the black then. That's good news. All right. So I did see some stuff happening in the chat. I do see one of our biggest fans of Another Dumb Show. Gosh, guys, I don't know if you know this, but Another Dumb Show is international. Aussie Sam, a big fan of Another Dumb Show. He just got done with I believe a camping trip. I don't know if it was motorcycles, I think, across Australia. I believe he sent me some pictures, so I'll have to go check in on that and try to pull up some pictures. Aussie Sam, I never did get a chance to do that. But he was kind enough to gift Selena S. Another Dumb Show membership. So thank you, Aussie Sam, and welcome to becoming an official member of another dumb show, Selena. So thank you. We appreciate you and glad to have you here. And I did see a super fan donation there from, I think it was Nugget Man. Thank you for the donation, my bro. I really appreciate that. That's the memberships and the donations. That's what keeps this thing up and running, for sure, guys. So I appreciate you guys doing that. Nugget Man says reports of phones not working and please show dog pic again. The phones should be working. I just did a little test on them myself and they're working. So, oh wait, no. There's something going on. How about you guys give it a try now. It might be working now. Give it a try now, guys. I think there's might be something going on with the firewalls or something. I have to see. But all right, guys. So I apologize that the phones are being weird. So hopefully we'll get them working again. I apologize. That's my bad. Mikey's over there doing, I don't know, he's shuffling papers around. He's doing his taxes right now, I think, or something. I'm just kidding. So wait, let me get this puppy up here one more time since you guys asked for it. Here is, all right, Mike, your mic is back on. Here is the puppy. There is whatever you guys want to name it at this point. I don't know what you're going to call it, but we do have some, we had Gizmo, we had some other ones in there. So,
look at your little baby. I can't wait to pet it and smell its puppy breath. I just can't wait.
That's going to be fun, dude. Good for you. Nothing like watching.
Coming over on sleepovers.
Unless it's a little yipper and then you're going to boot it. Like, you're gonna punt it like Baxter.
It's gonna be too small for that.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. But by the way, and again, I'll get to the story about me almost killing somebody on the roads today. But
yeah, I'm not gonna let you forget that one.
Yeah, speaking of somebody who won't be punting any dogs like you anytime soon. There's a couple people actually who won't be doing any punting anytime soon. Mikey, did you see what happened? The two major injuries that happened in the NFL training camp today.
I already hit up the number 4 overall pick in my dynasty draft, trying to shop Justin Herbert, baby. The market is open, and if you need a quarterback, my guy is up for grabs.
I don't understand what you're saying because
Joe Burrow went down.
What does that have to do with? Is he your quarterback? That's why I'm so confused right now. But
Justin Herbert is my franchise quarterback. I tagged him 2 years ago.
Okay.
So he's on my roster no matter what. But with Joe Burrow going down right now, I want the 4th overall pick in this draft. I'm the 11th overall pick because I was in the Super Bowl. So I'm trying to move up 7 spots and keep my 11th spot. So I am shopping Justin Herbert to the team that has Joe Burrow.
In an effort.
Who happens to be my best friend. To get the 4th overall pick.
I see what you're saying. So you're trying to move up, and because that team, they're going to need a quarterback. So what are you going to do for a quarterback? How are you going to draft if it's a legacy thing? Who's going to be left? Baker Mayfield?
Kirk Cousins. Baby.
Kirk Cousins is going to be left over, and you're going to put. I thought you didn't bet on.
I'll take
the Vikings. That's you betting on the Vikings.
I don't, but it's not really though, because I've got my other franchise players. I've got Dalvin Cook tagged. I've got Justin Jefferson tagged. So these guys are constant on my roster. So if I can just get the guy that's going to be giving them the ball, then it's just a lock.
You pay money to be in that league? Is that you going to win money if you win the league?
Yeah, you win $1,500 if you win.
You're going back on your own rules, bro. You said
I've
you don't.
Super Bowl. I've already won a Super Bowl with just. I will not bet Vegas wise on them every week. I've still got an open bet on them to win the Super Bowl next year. I've got an open bet on them to go undefeated in their division, but I won't bet on them like week in and week out.
Huh. All right.
I know. I make special rules. I justify my gambling.
I think
it's
you're full
the
of
true signs of a gambling addict.
That's funny. So the phones are, I guess, not working. People are calling and they're saying they're just ringing. I have no idea what's going on with them because 1 second they'll be working. Like I'll call and I'll see it work, and then it stops working after that. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll take this time. Try now. I got a little red light. Sometimes that means they're working. So if you want to give it a whirl, we'll see. 844-HIT-THUMB, 448-3862. Sorry, guys. If I seem irritated, it's because of the phones.
Yeah, you just paid the damn bill. This shit should be working.
I'm very frustrated about it. But here is what originally I was talking about. You said Joe Burrow. You mentioned Joe Cool, Joey Ice, got hurt today in training camp. Here is the video of Joe Burrow going down in training camp. Play. Yeah. Oh boy, that's not good.
Snap, crackle, pop, baby. There goes that Achilles.
That's what I was just gonna say. That looks absolutely like. Damn it! Why did I hit that button? I didn't mean to hit that button. Yeah, That's exactly what I'm wondering, if he ripped his Achilles tendon right here. This is no good. Who's the Bengals' backup quarterback? Do you know?
Andy Dalton?
No.
No, I'm being completely sarcastic. He's in Carolina.
I thought you were serious. I thought maybe they moved him or something, and like he went back to Cincinnati.
Nobody knows who their backup is.
Ooh, you know what though, Mikey?
You think hyperextended?
It looks like it happens on the way back up, not on a push off. If you watch, like, you see what I mean? It's like it. Oh, I don't know. Actually, it might happen. Actually, a step before that I'm seeing right here is where I think he does it. Oh man,
yep, I think so too.
That's going to be
right as soon as he made that cut. It's the first driving step that he took after he made the cut. It looks like.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Well, he ended up getting carted off the training camp field. He's got his head down there, completely dejected. I don't blame him, man. That sucks so hard. And I saw something. I saw an NFL head coach saying they needed to change the way they do training camp. Oh, guys,
they've already done that. Get the fuck out of here. They've already limited the amount they can practice. They've limited pad time. Like, trust me,
it's a freak, total freak injury. So Burrow goes down, and they just called it a calf strain at this point. So who knows if it might end up getting worse? But it sure did look like an Achilles kind of thing. I agree with you. That was the first thing I thought of. And then there's another guy.
Yeah.
Who got hurt? Jalen Ramsey, the cornerback for the Miami Dolphins. He screwed up.
A smile on your face there. You don't like him?
No, I'm actually. You know why I'm smiling about it and I'm laughing about it is because I was just talking about how my dad. I went out to lunch with my dad today, and we were just talking about knee surgeries, and I was smiling because my poor uncle, this is awful. My poor uncle just had his knee replaced, and he's just in horrible pain. He's got to be taking pain pills and everything. But my dad has had both of his knees replaced, and I was smiling because my meniscus, the thing that you need to have intact to not have to have your knees replaced, mine are good. So I'm not going to need that down the road likely, but.
That's the one thing on a guy that is good.
The meniscus?
Yeah, everything else is an ailment.
You
got good meniscuses.
I think it's because I tore my meniscus in my junior year in high school playing football. And
did you really?
They cleaned it all up. So I don't think I have any like floaters in there that are causing any issues like other people have from all the years of playing, because I only played for, another 18 months after that or something like that. So, so I think but the problem is all my ligaments and tendons are all fucked up from stuff on the show. Like when I fought Dieter and I fell and I blew out my PCL. I tore my MCL when I passed out on my birthday a couple years ago, when I was just in my bedroom, and I remember I stretched, I got out of the shower and I stretched. And I just somehow passed out after I stretched. When I did that, I tore my MCL. So, my knees are jacked, but not in the sense where I'm going to need to have them replaced or anything like that. So, that's it. Oh, Aussie Sam says you could follow him on Instagram if you want to do that at black_ice_adventures if you want to follow his Australian trip. But yeah, Jalen Ramsey. I like Jalen Ramsey. I like how he chirps. He's a chirper. I like players that talk shit. Even if sometimes he doesn't like. I know he had kind of an off year last year and maybe towards the end of the year before.
That's why I don't get like the dude's still the number 1 ranked cornerback in Madden.
I think it's just because he's that good and he just had an off year. I really think he just had an off year last year. But he's
CJ
also
Gardner-Johnson was better than him too, but he's out too. Shit, I forgot. CJ Gardner-Johnson went down too.
I didn't know that he got hurt.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Non-contact upper leg last week. First week of camp.
Oh, I didn't know that. Shit. That's crazy.
I'm almost positive I saw that, unless it was some Viking fan page that was wishing some shit like that. But I usually don't follow any of those pages.
No, I don't know. But
I unfollow pages like that. I don't like rooting for people to get hurt.
I don't either. Well, it's funny. And maybe I'm wrong, and I didn't want to like teach my kid this by any means, but like, I don't know how it came up. We were talking about I don't know how we were talking about injuries in sports. And I explained to him that football was different when I played because I was literally trying to hurt the person across from me every play. I mean, that was the goal. Mm-hmm. Hit him so hard that, like, especially when it was on the offensive line, and I was run blocking, it was literally just maul somebody to the point where they weren't going to be able to get back up again. That was the goal every play. Incapacitate the person across from me. If they got hurt in the process, cool, next person up. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to like promote that to him. That's why I said it was a little different when I played. But they just don't have that. Like we talked about the killer instinct. Like the only time I ever have really had that is on the football field when I was playing. That was right. That was the only time. I hated
the guy across from me. I hated him.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to steal my parents. He was trying to break into my house. Whatever I had to tell myself, but I was ready to rip that dude's head off.
Yeah, you weren't going to touch my quarterback. That was like my girlfriend back there. You were not touching my quarterback. And if I only gave up one sack my entire career, pretty good. So all right, I'm trying to reboot these phones here. To see if we can take some phone calls because I would like to take some calls. But real quick, one last thing with some NFL stuff before we'll take a quick break. There's two little quick. I know you guys hate when I talk football all day, but sometimes I could talk football all day, especially on days like today where there's quite a few things in the news. First off, real quick, Tyreek Hill. He's not going to face criminal charges. I think that came down yesterday. He's not going to face criminal charges for the boat attack where he. Well, I actually have the video of it, Mike. Did you see the video?
I did not.
Yeah, the video of the attack came out, and you're going to see why he's not going to face charges. I can understand why somebody would attempt to press charges on him in this instance, but he's definitely not. Here, I'll cut away, dude, so you can do that all you want. But yeah, I could see why somebody would try to go get a money grab based on what he does here, but I could see why they decided not to press charges. He's still going to end up paying this person some money for sure. I don't even really remember the story, but they had rented a charter boat and somehow there was some sort of disagreement. I don't know exactly what the disagreement was about, but it ended up leading to this happening on the dock. And this is Tyreek Hill and his entourage and the boat owner. And there's no audio for this. So you'll see the boat owner, somebody smacks the boat owner as he walks by. That was it. Did you see how fast that was? And then the boat owner must have ran his mouth, and now the entire crew, entourage, has to hold back Tyreek Hill. So he knows he was an idiot for that.
Let me see that again.
So here it is. I'm kind of controlling it. He walks up, and he looks like he's saying something. And Tyreek already... Tyreek's
that's
buddy,
like a face mush. That's not a slap. That's like more of a mush.
Tyreek's buddy is already trying to get in between him. You see that? He knows Tyreek's pissed. And Tyreek can't even just let it go. And he reaches over And that's it. It was barely even. If you watch it in full speed, dude, it's not even a face mush. It's almost like an ear flick.
Yeah. And that dude put himself in harm's
See how
way
fast
by
that
walking
was?
in front of it. Yeah.
He put himself in danger by walking in front of the cheetah. Everybody knows he's the fastest man in the NFL. Who dares walk in front of the cheetah? I don't think that's going to fly in court. But so he's not going to face criminal charges. But of course, that boat owner is going to sue the pants off of him, and he's going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, or if not more, who knows, to that guy. So because that's just how it works these days.
He'll be coming into the courtroom with a neck brace. He's got whiplash, hearing damage.
Yep.
He's got vertigo.
I haven't slept in weeks. My whole life's ruined. I've developed sleep apnea too. All that.
My wife left me for the pool boy because it doesn't work no more. I'm just PTSD so bad.
Yeah, my reputation's ruined. My boating company's ruined. Everything. Speaking of reputations being ruined, boy, the new head coach for the Denver Broncos, Sean Payton. I'm not sure if he cares about his reputation, but he certainly cares about destroying the reputation of another former head coach, Nathaniel Hackett, who was the head coach of the Denver Broncos last year.
And now is in charge of Aaron Rodgers in New York.
That's what I was just going to say. And now
Aaron Rodgers' best friend.
Yeah, they're buddy. And Sean Payton basically goes on to say that, and long story short, because I'm not going to spend a long time on this because there's really not much to talk about here, but other than the fact that it's in poor taste, it's really shitty, and this is kind of against all unspoken rules. When you become a new coach, you don't talk shit about the previous regime. You just don't. This is like a totally new thing. But yeah, Sean Payton came out and said that Nathaniel Hackett, essentially, a quote, "It might have been one of the worst coaching jobs in the history of the NFL. That's how bad it was.
It was that bad. I mean, it really was that bad.
He got fired 15 games into a 17-game season in his first season as a coach for the Broncos. One of the criticisms was that he allowed a Russell Wilson's personal quarterback coach into team facilities to be coaching with Russell Wilson, which Russell Wilson had his worst career year last year, and he really was kind of the joke of the league.
Oh, God, was he ever?
Was he ever? I mean, Let's Broncos Country, Let's Ride was really cool when he first did it. I mean, it wasn't really cool, but it was Russell Wilson cool. You know what I mean? It was
cool.
Yeah, exactly. And then that became a meme basically because he was so bad last year. Anytime that he made another mistake, that would everybody would see him come up and say, "Broncos Country, let's ride." Another interception. So Sean Payton says in regards to that quarterback being in. Apparently, the whole just coaching staff was terrible too, not just Hackett. Going along with talking about Russell Wilson's poor performance, he says there's so much dirt around that. There's 20 dirty hands for what was allowed and tolerated in the freaking training rooms, the meeting rooms, the offense. I don't know, Hackett. A lot of people had dirt on their hands. It wasn't just Russell. He didn't just flip. He still has it. This BS that he hit a wall, shoot, they couldn't get a play in. They were 29th in the league in pre-snap penalties on both sides of the ball. So, administrative problems on the coaching end, not just like poor game planning and things like that, just literally down to getting plays in. And in the NFL, that's a humongous, that's very important. You got to get that shit in quick enough for the quarterbacks to be able to get to the line and be able to make all the audibles they need to make. So I wonder because to me, now I said it's in poor taste. Now, on the other hand, I love it. I love that he ripped that guy apart. It's so great to me.
I absolutely love that he walks in and absolutely says that. And it was embarrassing. Like, I got a couple friends that are diehard Broncos fans, and they were absolutely mortified last year. Like, just
Oh, when your team is
atrocious.
when your team's the laughing stock of the league, you are absolutely you're embarrassed. It's the worst. It's so bad. And you know the Browns fans, we all know for sure how that is. We had the worst team forever. They're still the clowns. You know, I mean, they just no matter what, they can't. These guys are just got shit with Perry and Winfrey happening. What's his name? We just had we got somebody hurt. What's his name? Amari Cooper's hurt. I think he's
Well, the
supposed to
door
be coming
just
back.
opened on your division pretty wide.
Yeah, with Burrow getting hurt, that does change the dynamics of the conference division pretty significantly. So, and
Yeah,
the conference,
Deshaun's now the number
frankly,
one quarterback. Yeah, it does.
yeah.
I talked to my buddy who, like I said, the guy that has Joe Burrow in my fantasy league, and he's a diehard Bills fan, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna lie, man, this just got a lot easier for the Bills. The path to the Super Bowl for the Bills just got a lot easier."
It did, but now that means they're gonna go against the Chiefs most likely versus the Bengals if they have. You know what I mean? I think
The Bills don't make it out of the East. That's the Jets division.
You think the Jets are that they're going to be that good with Brees
Yep.
or with what is
Yep.
it, Brees Hall or whatever the running back is that his name?
Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers and Robert Salah running that defense with Juice or whatever his name is.
What's that? Quinnen Williams. That's their big defensive tackle too. He just got
Just signed a $97 million deal.
That's what I'm saying. This dude got friggin' paid, so
I
he's
love
going
that
to
dude
be.
though. Ever since he sneezed and blessed himself, it's the funniest news clip I've ever seen.
I don't know that. I don't know that clip.
It was on like draft day, and he was giving an interview, and he had these braces in his mouth. And it's bless myself, and then he kept going with the interview.
That's funny shit. I haven't seen that clip. That's great.
Did you see what Aaron Rodgers just did as well? Restructured his deal.
I did. That's pretty incredible. I believe it was
$30 million pay cut.
the only quarterback in NFL or the only player in NFL history to take such drastic measures and take a pay cut like that to help out their team.
His cap hit this year is less than Zach Wilson's.
Wow. Well, Zach Wilson was a first round pick a couple of years ago, so I mean that's.
And he's still playing on a rookie deal, but I'm saying, like, you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, and his cap hit is less than your backup quarterback. Imagine the money that they can go out in free agency and spend and fill holes where they get hurt as they go. Like,
Can they just release? Do they get a huge cap hit if they just get rid of Zach Wilson? Is that why they're just keeping him around? You think?
He's still on a rookie deal. Why would you get rid of a first round pick like that?
Yeah, because he's not making that much money, is what you're saying.
It's still like a $10 million cap hit, but it's not that big when you looked at other quarterback stuff like that. On average, it's 24 to 26 million.
Okay, all right. Well, I think the Browns are going to do a lot better this year. I'm looking forward to football season. It starts to ramp up here. We're just a couple, I don't know when, couple weeks away here from the first preseason game. At this point, when's the first preseason game, Mikey?
20 days. Less than 20 days.
So
I think we're down to. It's the Hall of Fame game always. It's on a Wednesday.
2 weeks. Okay, all right. So Hall of Fame game. 2023.
Thursday, August 3rd.
6 games. Oh, it's the Browns and the Jets. Browns and Jets in less than 6 days. So less than a week, Mikey, till football season's here, guys. All right. It's back, baby. Hell yeah. Oh, what am I going to do? And I'm going to have like all these TV shows that I have a show hold on, those are fucked at this point because I'm going to have so much racing to watch and so much football to watch. Oh, hell yeah. This is great. Now I'm pumped for stuff coming back. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to get YouTube TV coming up in the next couple of weeks so I can get my Red Zone fix and get all the NFL Network and everything I need that way. I got to buy the package this year. I've never gotten the opportunity to buy it because I've never put a dish on my house. So
how much is it again for the YouTube TV Red Zone?
500 smackaroos.
Whoa, dude. Wow. You are a real fucking Vikings fan.
I got my
holy crap, dude.
I won't even watch a Vikings game on it, to be honest with you. I go to my homeboy David's house every Sunday to watch football with him. So the only reason I'm spending $500 is so I get Red Zone for the 4:00 games when I get home.
Man, that's dedicated. I mean, I like football. I like the NFL, but man, I don't think I like it that much. I can just watch all the stuff that's on. They're all on. I mean, you don't need the Red Zone to watch. Dude, on YouTube TV, I watch football from 1 o'clock p.m. on Sunday until Monday night. I mean, all day Sunday. It doesn't stop. It's all day. First game,
Yeah, but
then
you're
4 o'clock
you're
game.
not getting every game.
Not every game, but I get a game.
Yeah, no, I want every game on the screen. I want to watch every game that's going on at the same exact time. I want red zone. I want live action.
All
I don't
right.
need to know what's going on 3 minutes ago.
I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I did just look up. They have this for F1 where you can have the actual in-car cockpit view for all the racers at once, but it's not available in the US that I've been able to find so far, other than in the F1 app. And it's pretty
You got to
expensive.
get a VPN.
Well, it's super expensive. It's like $80 to get the app.
$80 for something that you love to watch? Fuck that. That's cheap.
It's a lot of money, man. I gotta,
You got kids. You got kids.
Yeah, I got kids, weddings. We're not exactly getting rich here right now, so it's who knows what'll happen down the road as we keep working away here, and all these wonderful members keep joining and becoming official members.
I'll share my
super fan donation.
I'll share my what's it called, YouTube with you. So because I won't be watching none of the 1 o'clock games, so you can have my red zone for 1 o'clock.
Really? Well, I'll be watching the Browns games for the most part. I'll be honest with you. I don't need it. I'll just watch whatever's on.
Dual screen. Don't you got 2 TVs in your living room?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so you should be watching the Browns on one and the red zone on the other. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Because I probably will game on one and play football or watch football on the other usually a lot of times. Especially.
Oh my God. No, that's not the way it works.
You're losing your football man card, Dom. What's the matter with you? You're doing this all wrong. But actually,
if I could have 4 TVs up and watching all 4 games at once, I would.
I didn't have 2 screens in the past during football season, so maybe that'll change the scene.
It's
so
first
maybe
coming up.
Yeah, so maybe that might flip the script a little bit. Because I did say I like actual NFL versus just the Browns. Like I used to be just a diehard Browns fan. Now I just enjoy the NFL games in general. So,
my gambling's gonna step back up big time soon.
Oh wow! I just noticed down there. I saw in the chat. There's somebody. Dude, I don't know if I have you ready to go to do that, bruh. PDJ logged in down there on his on the vMix, and I saw in the chat he's saying he's on vMix waiting to tell a story. Okay. I don't know if it has anything to do with any of the stuff from like any chat drama. I really don't want to go into that, PDJ. So if it has anything to do with that.
I don't think it was. I think he mentioned in the chat earlier that it was like a UFO story.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I'm willing to hear PDJ's UFO story. All right, let's do this. All right, fuck it. We got to take a break anyway. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you guys how I almost killed someone on the road today. We'll hear from PDJ with his UFO story. And, well, I had a pretty cool little survey to do, but I don't think we're going to have time for it. So maybe we have to save that for another time. But we'll see. So let's do this. Take a quick break. You guys know what I need out of you guys. If you guys are here and you're watching the show and you enjoy another dumb show, even if this isn't your favorite episode, but you just like the show, do me a favor. Like this episode too, because, the crazy people that are out there, they're trying to campaign against your old pal Dumb. So make sure you guys take a second. And when I say campaign, they're actively trying to dislike the videos. So if you guys could help a brother out, make sure you like tonight's video. If you haven't liked, and when you watch future videos or any of the other highlight clips that I post, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up on that for a brother. I really appreciate it. So don't forget, during the break, you guys go ahead and get your delis ready, get your lavender ready. Second hour here is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. With PDJ, you never know what's going to happen. He gets a little nuts, so you never know what'll happen with PDJ when he comes on screen. He's a little nuts. Hey, PDJ, clap so I can see if we're getting audio from you. Oh, perfect. We are. So we're not going to have any issues. Perfect. I love it. All right, perfect. Let's do this. Let's take a break then, guys. Sit back, relax, put the kids in the other room, put on Bluey, get yourself some Drizzanks, And we'll be right back on another dumb show. Sit back, relax, and I'll see you in a second. Welcome back to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for streaming on my tube tonight. You guys know how much I love when you stream on my tube here. Pardon me, guys. I got a little footstool I just knocked over that I got to fix up. Oh, man, old man shit right here. Now I got this footstool because I'm up high in this desk. Nowhere to put my feet. Nowhere to put feet. You're a big dude with big feet. You need somewhere to put your feet because those damn things weigh a lot. So you got to get those taken care of. All right, guys. Welcome back. We're here. We're live. We're doing this on a Thursday night. I hear some noise down there. I believe that's my main man, Mikey, down there. What's up, brother? How are you? Feeling good, are you? I see. That's good. Good news. I like to see that.
Some Funky Charms was in my future during that break, and it was wonderful.
Funky Charms? That's
Yep.
a new strain name. I wish they could just do the old cool names and not name them after like food and stuff. I liked when
I
they
still
had
get
cool.
I still get the old school ones and stuff like that when it comes around. There was just some White Widow and some Northern Lights.
I got I had a Ghost OG that I've been getting a lot of recently. So that was
a lot of like I get flavor sick
steady.
of Bud, dude.
I do, but again, when it's being dropped off, sometimes that's really hard to turn off. When it's hard to turn that down when you can just make a phone call and it's at your house in matter of minutes. It's hard to pass that up, even if it's the same stuff. It's a lot easier. So I've had that for a while. Not that it's bad again, but you get bud sick. So I did actually get some from the dispo today. I got some garlic cookies and some animal mints. Both one's 34, and the other one is 32, I think. 33, 34 and a 33. So some good stuff tonight. Good stuff. Yeah.
My Funky Charms is a 25. And yeah.
Well, guys,
I was just going to say there.
No, it's all right. It's 25 good terps. It'll get you where you need to go for sure. I thought I'd figured out the phones, but I have no idea what the hell is the matter with these things. I'm completely at a loss right now. Something it had turned. I uninstalled and reinstalled the whole thing just to see if that was what it was, and then nothing. Just nothing. I don't know what's going on with them. So trying to restart again real quick. But I mentioned big feet, and I did go out with a person who the biggest feet I've ever met in my life. My dad went out to lunch with him today. Took my son Shay, and we had a really nice lunch with my dad. Thanked him for everything he's done for us. He actually, somebody had asked if my dad watched the show or any of that kind of stuff, and he had no idea we were even back up and running. So like I said, guys, he's not paying attention. That's just the way my dad rolls. He's worried about taking care of his friends, and he's got a lodge or whatever that he does the books for and stuff like that. So he's busy with his own stuff. So I wasn't surprised at all that he wasn't. And I wasn't surprised, wasn't annoyed. In the past, it would have made me fucking furious. But now I just don't care. I think he's just letting me do my thing and seeing where everything pans out and hoping for the best and just believing in me and letting me just do my thing. So that's actually a pretty good feeling, to tell you the truth. And not sweating me constantly about how everything's going and blah, 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 blah. So it's actually pretty nice. So now that he knows we're back up and running, who knows? First question was, you making any money yet? I said, enough to cover the phones, I think maybe. He laughed and went, oh, okay. So hopefully that'll turn around as we move forward here in the future. But what happened on the way there, I mentioned to you guys that I almost killed someone on the roads today. And of course, because of my usual MO is to get into a road rage fight if I say I was trying to kill someone on the roads. I actually have to tell you that was not it today. I did not get in a road rage incident. I let you down.
Yeah, man, like parking lot incident, something while you're driving and hanging out the window type of incident.
Nope. It actually was something where I was just driving. I was in the left lane. I was moving pretty quick. I was going probably almost about 80. But with the traffic, just enough to move around the cars in the right lane. Not flying by any means. And as I'm starting to go, I'm in the left lane passing a car, and then because I'm the faster traffic, so I'm moving by. And then there's an open lane in front of me, and then open on the right. So I go, all right, I'm not sitting in the fast lane because that's what only fucking idiots sit in the fast lane when there's no cars in front of them. So I moved over, and as I started to move over, I looked and I saw everything was clear, but something said to me, look again. Like, take a little bit extra look. So I don't know what was going on, if there was an angel looking out, not for me, for this other person, because all of a sudden I looked back up again and I caught out of the corner of my eye this little black fleck go. And I said to myself, that's a motorcycle. And he is trying to pass the car I'm passing. Like, he's 2 lanes over, and he's going to try to loop around and pop back up right where I'm at. Right where I'm going to come over at. And sure enough, this fucking guy loops as I'm starting to move over. There's a car here. This motorcycle loops behind and comes right through here, right as I'm squeezing into my lane. And I see him at the very last second, and I didn't have to jerk the wheel. I just slowed my merge. And this motorcycle flew by so fast, my mirror shook like it went when he went by. And I'm telling you, Mikey, I came within a quarter inch of hitting this guy and smashing him into another car. I cannot believe how absolutely stupid this dumb dipshit was. And I should have mentioned it to my dad because, but I didn't want to really bring up motorcycle accidents with him, to be honest with you. So, I didn't want to really. Yeah. I mean, he'll talk about it, but why bring it up if we don't need to? But so he was, this guy, I swear to God, you guys, if you're on your motorcycles, if you ride these motorcycles, you guys got to stop doing this shit where you pass people on the right like that. You're gonna fucking kill yourself. You're gonna kill someone else. It might have killed my kid. It could have gone right through the side window. I mean, it would have been a horrible, horrible wreck. And that guy would have
weaving in and out of traffic everywhere all the time up here, just nonstop at like 120, 140 miles an hour, just straight. It don't matter. They're splitting double solids. They're doing whatever.
And I left out too. The car that was up in front of me, in the lane that I was moving into, wasn't a cop, but it was like a park ranger who had like a park ranger vehicle with, lights and all that shit. This dude just goes tearing right past him like there was no cop there at all. And this dude took off after him. And he didn't turn his lights on, but he could tell he took off and was getting the guy's plate and trying to radio up ahead. But the motorcycle, I just watched him just go, just gone. Doing the same thing, in and out, sliding, blah, 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 blah. Brap's in there saying, you'd be bitching about me on Saturday, though. I was irritated and lane split a pile of slow cars on the interstate doing about 80, 90. I was doing 80. This guy, Brap, I'm telling you, he had to be going well over 100. I mean, well over 100.
If I had a bike, I'd be doing it. So I can't say shit.
Yeah, I guess I probably would end up doing the same thing too, to tell you the truth. I guess that's why my dad.
Every red light I went up to, I would just walk my bike all the way to the front and just take off first every time.
Aussie Sam asked if I have dash cam footage. No, I don't have dash cam footage. They're really expensive. I do need to get a really good dash cam. I had a crappy one that I did like an app on my phone, but it just ate up battery and ate up space and everything. So I was like, fuck that. So, but I would like to do. I would like to get one of those. But yeah, it was a crotch rocket, and it definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if it was going well over 120 for sure. I mean, it was going, it felt like twice as fast as me. So maybe it was going 150 or something like that. I don't know, but it was absolutely flying. And almost killed me. Almost killed him. Well, almost killed him, not about me. And then the guy next to me probably would have ended up running him over because there was another car that he was going to get literally smashed in between. He would have bounced off of me into the other car. There was a whole line of cars behind us. So he would have just gotten completely, Darla, honey, he would have gotten completely rolled over.
It would have ruined somebody's life. Somebody would have just drove over him and ended this life.
Would have ruined my life.
Just because
I would have felt terrible. But something, I'm telling you, there was some sort of extra little, no reason for me to take an extra look. I just, for whatever reason, decided that I should take an extra look. Just, what is going on over there? Bean Arena. Put a cork in it. Trying to do a radio show. We're trying to do a YouTube program here. Hush. You little shit. Calm down. Come here. Come here over here. You need a little loving? Come here. We haven't seen you. We got to see you jealous because we saw Mikey's new potential new dog, and you got jealous. So everybody said, "Look at me. I'm the puppy for this show. I'm the show pup, not that other dog. Look at the whoopers. Look at, oh my goodness. You're such a good girl. Can you have a kiss? Can I have a kiss?
Your beard hair and her hair match perfectly.
I know people say you look like dogs and their owners look alike. I mean, we kind of started that way, her looking like me. But yeah, we've trimmed it down so a little bit of her black shows in her beard too. So, oh, you got hiccups? Oh my poor baby. Who's got hiccups? Well, let me put you down. I'll get you. Go drink some water. You go drink some water. Get rid of your hiccups, baby. Go drink some water. You're fine. Go on. All right, Scott78, thank you very much for the superfan donation in there. He says, Buffalo Bills for life. Giving a shout out. All right, so hey, good for you, man. You want to shout out your football team for a superfan donation? You want to shout out fucking anything for a superfan donation? I'll fucking do it. So I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not. You want to put your donations in? Get them in. Brad said 100 miles an hour on a bike is nothing, though. It feels like doing 70 in a car. Well, I don't know. It was crazy, and I feel bad for. Or I don't feel. I feel lucky. I feel lucky that I didn't hit him. I feel lucky for him because it was going to be ugly. So, all right. Now I've left him waiting for a very long time, and he's a smart man since he already had a link to call in, and we don't have anybody else on. He still already has that link ready to go. Oh, guys, the phones are ringing as of right now. I just got them to be able to work. So if you want to try to call in, 844-HIT-DOM, 844-448-3862. I think they're working. Give them a try. But in the meantime, let me see if I could pull this guy up here. I think we have him on here. One PDJ. Oh, you know what? I can't put him on that camera. That's right. I forgot about that. There he is. PDJ, what's up, dude? How are you?
Sup, brah?
It's good to hear from you. How are you? How have you been?
Oh, hold on. Let me fix this.
Oh, are you not
want to advertise?
You can advertise all you want. Do you want to support the trans community and Dylan Mulvaney? You actually look a little bit like Dylan Mulvaney. I'm not gonna lie. You guys do have a similar face, or they.
I'm in solidarity.
Well, hey, good for you, man. I don't knock it. God love you.
So
all right, go ahead.
I got a couple of things.
All right, so wait. So the reason because it's kind of strange because all of a sudden I just looked down and saw in the corner, or I saw in the chat, I saw you say, "Hey Dom, I'm sitting on vMix, which is our video call software. I'm sitting on the vMix link. Can I call in? Or I'm already sitting on it." And so I was like, "Well, he's already here. I might as well go ahead and do it." So PDJ is here. So I guess PDJ. Somebody had said something along the lines that you have. Yesterday we talked about UFOs because there was the historic hearing on Capitol Hill where we had Defense Department whistleblower and 2 former pilot whistleblowers on Capitol Hill talking about the UFOs and the UAPs, talking about what they've seen to a point. They did kind of beat around the bush quite a bit. But say that they could really only talk about stuff in a classified setting. But still, The wheels are rolling. They're going to be following up on it in all of these little rooms or whatever. And Pilot X called in and he told a really crazy UFO story. And somebody alluded to the fact, I think Mikey said that you might actually have a UFO story of your own, PDJ. Is this the truth?
This is the truth. I've confirmed it, and I've had witnesses that were with me confirm it on my own socials and stuff.
So wait, you have video of this?
I don't have video, but I do have witnesses that were with me. 2 other people seen it with me.
Now, okay, so set the scene. Tell me a little bit about like where you were, what you guys were doing, set the scene, paint the picture for me, man. Where were you guys at? What were you guys doing? And tell me what you saw.
All right, so back in the 90s, it was like the late 90s. I had to be like 6 or 7 years old. I used to get babysat by my neighbor's house next to my grandmother's in Toledo, Ohio. When I lived there, I was always at my neighbor's house in Toledo, and it was like a hot summer day, and they had a pool next door. So I remember we were always like doing pool stuff during the summer when school was out. And
what time of day was this at?
It was in the middle of the day.
Middle of the day, okay.
Like, yeah, it was let's say like it was later in the day, around like 5 or 6. So the sun was just getting to the point where it was going to set. We stepped outside, and I remember looking up, and I was with a girl, their niece, the neighbor's niece was my age. We were both born in 1990. So me and her stepped outside, and we looked up because there was this like there was a shadow that covered everything in our vision. And when we looked up, we saw a UFO. I mean, I swear to God, it had to have been like 100 feet off the ground. It was just there. There was no sound, just like Pilot X said. What made me want to call you and VMix or whatnot is because Pilot X said that they were silent. And I'm catching up now. I was out of state for a few days and missed a few episodes. So I was catching up at work, and I'm like, oh my God, I had like a similar incident. And when I looked up, dude, it was just like there. And it was so close to the ground that I couldn't even see the shape of it. It was just, I don't know. It was so scary. So I look up.
What do you mean you couldn't see the shape of it? Like it had completely obscured your view above you? It was so massive that when you looked up, all you were seeing was that low? Like when you say low to the ground, how low to the ground would you say it was? Oh shit, wrong one. Hold on. Sorry. Wrong Mikey. Wrong
we all
one.
love seeing Bean.
Oh, you know what I forgot? I keep forgetting I got to do it with this one. I forgot because I don't have my buttons broken for that one. So
do you want me to move my camera so that you can put it on the side?
Do that. So yeah, let me do that. Do the side to side.
Put it in
so
the side to side.
Turn that real quick so we can have it like that because that actually makes it a little bit easier for me because I can't keep bouncing back and forth. There we go. Perfect. All right. So you're at the pool. All of a sudden you look up because you see a huge shadow. When you see this huge shadow, when you look up, you're trying to determine the size and shape of it, and you're not able to do that because it's so close to the ground. Well, how close are we talking?
Well, in my neighborhood, there was trees that were slightly taller than the houses. And you remember when houses used to have the antennas for cable coming up the side of them?
Yeah.
So the trees were like, I don't know, I'd say about 20 feet, 30 feet taller than the antennas.
Okay.
This UFO was so close to the ground that it looked like it could have scraped the trees or the antenna.
So right along the tree line. So we're talking 50 feet. Like,
I want to say 100 because I was so young that I didn't have a real good judgment of height at that time.
Right. How old were you again?
I had to be about 6 or 7.
Okay.
So at this time, I was standing right next to me was at the time my best friend, my first best friend, the neighbor's niece. We were the same age, so we both look up and we see this thing, and we're like, "Whoa! Like, what is this?" And there was an older person that seen it. That was my friend's aunt. She came out and just grabbed us and like freaked out and pulled us into the house.
Wow.
Because she didn't know what was going on. She had to have been up in her older teens, about 17, 18 maybe.
Right.
So later on in life, I thought about this, and it was like a repressed memory. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, I started telling people about the story of me seeing a UFO. And now I kind of think that I had a dream and I believe it. And they were like, no, we remember this. You definitely did see that with us. And so I've talked to them many times. And every time that we bring it up to people, it seems like they are bringing it up to people at the same time. It was the creepiest thing in the world. I remember the design that was under this craft, or whatever you would call it. Whatever was above us, there was designs underneath this thing that had panels of light.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like fluorescent, like LED colors almost, and they would change color. So there would be a panel that had blue, there would be a panel that had a red, a panel that was yellow, and they would change frequently. They like fluctuated. It was
Wow.
yeah,
So
it was really crazy. And
a little different than Pilot X's though, because Pilot X said it was just one big beam of light that like kind of came down from the craft.
And he said it looked like a rotisserie phone. I didn't have that experience. So everything that I saw, the panels of light were in a square shape, but they had engravings of like a L shape that went to them underneath this craft. So like there was like a L engraving under the body of it, and then it went to a square panel, and these panels had lights in them. But the weirdest thing,
you should draw this or something at some point in time to make it a little bit like whatever you could, like the best you can. You know what I mean? I don't expect you to do a perfect artist rendition or whatever, but.
Well, I've thought about doing that a lot, and I really could, but I'm not too great of a drawing artist. I can do artistry in every focal form or whatever, but when it comes to actually drawing and artwork in that sense, I can't do it too well. But I could I'll send it to you. I'll draw one tomorrow or whatnot.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
It was really different, and for the longest time, I thought I was remembering a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Until I got it confirmed by somebody that was like slightly an adult at the time, and then me and the friend that saw it. The weird thing about this whole story is that we all remember it differently. I remember coming out of a different part of the house. They remember coming out of part of a different house. It's weird. All of us kind of remember it slightly differently. I almost feel like like something happened at that moment in my life.
Dude, well, a lot of times, because I watched this documentary about aliens called Phenomenon, and I've mentioned this before, and I highly recommend anybody who likes, UFOs and all the different encounters and the history of our country's encounters and worldwide encounters. I really highly recommend watching this. It's called Phenomenon. And one of the things they had in there was a lot about how supposedly when these UFOs come down, some of them are able to have mass telekinetic events with these people. Now, do you feel like that you communicated with them telekinetically at all or anything weird like that? Is that like when you say you feel like something happened in your life, do you feel like there was any sort of connection, or maybe they were in your head and you don't remember that? Or what do you mean something happened in your life?
Well, I'm kind of unsure because I used to be like a serious conspiracy theorist. I used to believe in the conspiracies and stuff, and now I kind of debunk stuff in my mind. That's why I thought it was a dream, because nowadays I'm like, I was 6 or 7 years old at the time, and back in the late 90s, and I wasn't sure of myself, but my friend's aunt is what really confirms it for me, because she was older and she had a little more consciousness, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're a kid, you believe in Santa, you believe in all this weird stuff that isn't true. But this thing was confirmed by people that I trust, and we all saw this thing. But
I'm confused
also
though.
it
But
was
what do you mean? Something happened in my life. What does that mean to you? It
well,
was
I
like
don't understand why I remember it differently.
than everyone else.
Yeah, because they both remember coming out of a different house, out of a different door. I remember being pulled into my friend Sierra. I'm sorry, a shameless plug, but I had Sierra, that was my friend, that is my same age, that saw it with me. She called into my podcast and I had her explain her side.
Uh-huh.
She remembers being at my grandmother's house. I remember being at her grandmother's house. And her aunt remembers us all being in the driveway. So I don't really know exactly what all could have happened. Like even the aunt's brother said we all had the same dream.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the same dream?
That's what
Nobody
I'm
has the same dream.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they were in your head or something, and they tried to make you think it was a dream, and that was part of the I don't know what the way for them to cover up what you saw. Oh well, that's what we get in their head, and we make them think it's a dream, and then until you guys get older and corroborate it, and it's already too late for anything to matter. They're long gone.
You forgot to bless yourself.
My bad. Yeah, I don't do that.
No, one thing that I've always thought about regarding the UFO stuff is kind of what Pilot X was saying. I don't know if I necessarily believe that it would be an extraterrestrial life form from out of this planet. I kind of believe that the military has had this stuff since possibly the 50s, maybe before that, because I've researched it a lot, and I'm not sure what I seen.
Yeah.
But it definitely was not normal because there was no noise. It was just kind of there. Then we got pulled inside, and it was like a forgotten memory, you know?
Is it possible this is where your name came from, that you got pulled up into the craft, they filled you up with their piss, and you enjoyed it so much, or they just tried to get you to think that you telekinetically made you believe that you loved pee, and now you've dubbed yourself Pee Drinker J because of the aliens. Any truth to this?
Well, no, this is exactly what happened. So you guys want to hear the truth? Sign off to the chat. Cheers to the chat. I love you guys. So check this out. This is what happened. So you know how you always hear about the probings?
Yeah.
So what they did was they probed into my urinary tract. Okay.
Okay.
They said, hey, check this out. We have to get a sample of good old PDJ. We have to get a sample. So we'll probe you from the front. Okay. After they grabbed the probe, they said, this is actually really, there's a substance in here that is so rich, so good that we have to get a taste of it. So they actually were rubbing it on their skin. And I was like, that's not the way to do this. What you got to do is you got to ingest it. So I showed them the way, and I said, look, all of you guys from Mars on the dark side of the moon, all of you got to ingest it orally. And that's where PDJ was born.
Perfect.
In a movie coming soon.
So we're
Mikey,
being visited by lower life forms.
What? Say that again? Oh, yeah.
So we're being visited by lower life forms.
Yes, something along those lines. Why does it say that when I cut to you? Why is it doing that? Why is it showing? Oh, my God. This thing is crazy right now.
I didn't even see what it said down there.
It said babies when like the dog, like when the cats come up or whatever. So, all right. Well, Air Sweet was worried about the dream that he had not being PTSD. Yeah, Mikey, are you wish your PTSD with dream was that you saw an alien and not what you remembered about the basement?
I mean, I got probed, but it wasn't an alien.
Right? Oh, Jesus. Air Sweet said, speaking of getting probed, I had a very vivid dream when I was 6 or 7 of being pulled over the staircase railing at our front door by Slimer from the Ghostbusters. No S, is that real? Probably not. No, I don't think Slimer slimed your booty hole, dude. So, PDJ, all right. Well, thank you for, where'd he go? PDJ, thank you for calling and telling us your story.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
Mikey, you have to name the puppy Ted Bundy.
Why?
Why?
You know why? Because he's a lady killer. I love it, that puppy.
Oh wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a bad dad joke. Like not, I don't mean bad like it's a bad joke. I mean that's like a bad dad would tell that joke. That's a bad dad joke. So no, all right, Mike.
I love you, Dom.
Love you too, PDJ. Thank you so much for coming on, dude, and telling us your story. I really do appreciate it. It was nice of you to do that, man. Adios. I'll talk to you soon, dude. All right. So I'm checking in with the chat here real quick. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have a really sore throat. I've been trying so hard to get through this. I woke up this morning with it, and I've been trying to pretend like there's nothing wrong. I was coughing and hacking this morning.
The cough is getting more frequent. You're hitting.
Did you notice that
a little bit more? As the show's getting a little bit longer.
I'm having a hard time actually. I keep turning my mic up down here because I'm watching my voice get lower and lower as we're going because I'm just having to protect it. No, I'm having to push just to actually talk because my throat's hurting so much right now, and it's not like my vocal cords are strained for some reason, and I haven't done any yelling. So I think I'm starting to get some kind of cold or something because it's like I just feel I thought it was allergies, which maybe it could be, but my throat is killing me right now. So I don't think we're gonna go too much longer, guys. But I do have
perfect. I'm about to put in a fat food order. It's bad. I didn't get to meal prep today. I got roped into going to help them move. My girlfriend's parents showed up from out of town.
Oh,
so
geez.
I didn't get to do no meal prep or nothing. So on my way home, I was about to order food, but now I'm about to go with a steak sub and 16 and a double jalapeno popper order again.
I had a taco salad last night. It was so good.
You said you had a 2-piece of those waiting. You didn't.
Yeah, I only ate one of them. The other one's in the fridge, and I'm not sure how well that's going to reheat. I don't know how well that's going to reheat. So
you have to go cold with it. Is the whole thing tossed in salad dressing?
No, it's like a taco salad in a shell, with like fajita meat and peppers and onions and stuff. So I could scoop all that out.
The oven. No, you got to go with an oven reheat or a toaster oven or an air fryer reheat with that.
There's avocado, there's guacamole and sour cream on it.
That's fine.
So if I could scoop that top layer, I know it'll just get all weird and melty in the oven. I don't know if that'll be any good, but I guess it's better than wasting it, to tell you the truth, because it is in a metal tin. I could just pop that plastic off and just throw that sucker in the oven. That's not actually a bad idea. But it's going to kill my throat, man. It's all chewy ass meat. It's going to kill my throat. Especially reheating it. That meat's going to give even more. It was chewy as fuck as it is. So, all right, quick update, guys. You guys remember this video. We've played it many, many times. Mikey, did you see the update to this? We are, that motherfucker right there is not real. Do you remember this video? The infamous airplane girl.
Yeah, is she back in the news? We found her.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and then there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give 2 fucks, but I am telling you right now, that mother.
Oh shit! Why hit the wrong button? My bad.
That motherfucker's not real.
And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
She's not going
Look at
to.
that leg meat.
All right, she's doing all right. I got no problem with her. I like a little leg meat coming out of those straps. That works for me. But guys, you said it, Mikey. The update is they have found who this is. Supposedly, they're saying some journalist named Bree Dale, which is like one of these online crime reporters or whatever. I don't know who really she is. It turns out that she believes, after a bunch of online sleuthing, she believes that it is a woman named... Why is it trying to get me to subscribe? It didn't do that before. Sorry. They believe it is this woman, and her name is Tiffany Gomez. Does that look like that same girl to you?
That's her.
You think so? Oh, hold on. Wrong one. My bad.
I do.
It does look like her, doesn't it? It turns out that this girl...
She got that long brontosaurus neck.
Okay, long neck. Now that's a good point. Let's go back over here. We'll cut back over to the video. We'll try to see what she looks like. There's a lot of neck right there. That's the closest we can get of her looking this way, I think. She doesn't really look this way at all. So she turns her head a little bit at that point. I think the picture that she has, it is a long neck. Now, I wish we could, well, let's see if we can zoom in and see if there's any kind of discernible things on her face or anything like that. Whoops, wrong way. Zoom in a little more. See what you guys think, if this is her or not. Tiffany Gomez. Gomez. I wish I could do a side-by-side. I think I actually can, Hold on. I can do close enough to it, at least. It's not going to be perfect, but all right, here we go. There's a side-by-side. Close enough. Looks like the eye color is the same.
Chunkier on the right.
I was going to say, it looks like in the picture on the left, a little thinner. Now the nose, it's hard to tell because she's kind of looks like a little bit of a pointy nose on the left and not as pointy on the right, almost. But that might just be the angle.
Yeah, it looks like it's more of a Miss Piggy nose on the right.
A little bit. Now we are looking at her from underneath, so it's a little bit hard to say.
Oh, no,
you agree?
Those nostrils are way too flared. No, I think that nose is different. I'm off the train of this being her now.
Okay, all right. Now, see, I think that's not a. I'm not 100% sold. The chin looks like it could be a little bit different.
It's a flat nose.
Which one? The airplane one is a flat nose, or
the girl on the right, airplane? Yeah, it's more of a flat piggish nose. The girl on the left has the pointy little ski slope nose.
Now they do have that same center part. She's kept the Gen Z. She's doing the Gen Z center part.
Close.
The teeth look doesn't look like the airplane girl has snaggletooth or anything like that. And the problem that we're dealing with right now is that the girl, and one of the things that kind of points to it possibly being her is, well, the girl, this Bree girl or whatever her name is, who did all this investigative work, she did go get some information from the airline and got the actual report of what happened. The Dallas-Fort Worth Airport.
Have a name in it?
It does, and that's where they got that name from. And another thing that really kind of secures that it might be her is that when right after this happened, this Tiffany girl cleared her social media, completely wiped it. And this girl is in marketing and promotions, so she probably knew kind of how to do damage control if something kind of crazy happened. So she just completely tried to eliminate herself from social media so nobody could find her or talk to her. But they ended up finding her. And she, I guess this Bree girl called and left her a couple messages, tried to get her to talk about it on camera or just make a comment. And even told her, I'm going to publish all this shit. And they never, she never called back and never commented. So, and you would think if it,
by the government.
Well, you would think if it was, next thing I was going to say, you would think if it wasn't you, you would call and say, number one, I didn't do this. Number two, Mikey, there is a conspiracy theory now revolving around that motherfucker is not real right there. You realize that, right? I assumed you'd already be familiar with it personally. I thought you'd already know. It happened on July 2nd. Now, I believe July 2nd. That was the same day that something happened with the Hunter Biden case. The prosecutor in the Hunter Biden case denied retaliating against IRS agent who talked to House GOP. Now, supposedly, this girl is a plant to create a diversion on social media to divert away from what was going on with the Biden investigation that particular day. Interesting. Very interesting, don't you think?
Yeah,
That's what they're saying right now.
Nice little false flag.
Yeah, well, something, but not. You know, it has nothing to do with the government. They just know that we're all such we're all such idiots for internet videos and viral bullshit that we all get wrapped up in nonsense. And now we're wrapped up in some girl who's probably just tripping, or could be a government plant for all we know. So that's the update. We've been waiting. We saw the guy in the hood to see who she was talking about, and then now we've got some potential evidence as to who it could be, and we've been waiting for a while on this. It's been almost a month, or 3 over.
It's been a while, and she's still staying silent. That paycheck must have been fat.
The Bidens, they pay well. Those Bidens. Oh, yeah. By the way, how did we last night? Nobody in the chat. Let me do this real quick. Actually, you know what? I might have an actual. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm trying to pull something up. Give me a second here. Oh, no, wrong button. Hold on. Oh, nope, that's not it. Wrong one. So, actually, let me do this. I'm going to pull up yesterday. I don't know how we missed this at all. Everybody missed this one. I didn't see it in the chat. Nothing. Let me try to pull this up here. I believe it was. Whoops, sorry. Hold on. Give me a sec. I didn't have this one ready. It just all of a sudden it just clicked in my mind. Give me a sec, guys. I'm pulling something up. Mikey, check the chat for brother. See if there's anything interesting going on in there for me. They're saying anything. Oh shit! Wrong. Damn it! Wrong one. No. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. Here we go. Okay. How in the world did we all miss last night? How did none of us see that we had on the show? And I don't know if I ever cut the full screen on this freaking guy at all here. I don't think I do. But guys, I don't know what's going on in the White House, but I think shit's getting out of control. They must have taken away Hunter's Coke, and he's looking for stuff to keep him busy because, guys, look at how much Jason, wrong button, Jason looks like, where the hell is this one? Jason looks like Hunter Biden.
Dude, when it's so funny that you say that, because when I was watching, I was like, my God, it does look like Hunter's smoking some rock and getting all sweaty.
Did somebody say that in the chat and I missed it or something yesterday? Because I saw people give him a hard time about his teeth, which I'm not a big fan of. He was nice enough to do this for us and doing eating challenge too, knowing he doesn't have perfect teeth. So not cool. But then I don't know how I missed this. Did somebody in the chat say this and I just missed it?
That I didn't see if somebody said it.
I was going to say, but because everybody was giving him a hard time. But my God, this dude, Jason, I don't know what you're up to these days, but you should just kind of like dye your hair a little bit gray, and just start doing Hunter Biden impersonations and just say like you're all methed out or anything. Because I'm not making fun of your teeth, but there were some people who were making fun of your teeth. If your teeth aren't perfect, you could really make a lot out of that. Just being a Hunter Biden lookalike or something like that. You know what I'm saying, Mikey? He's got to take advantage of that. So, nothing but love for you, Jason. I'm just busting your chops. I appreciate you coming on and doing that with us last night. And sorry that you weren't able to take the King's crown here. Pat Wooey says, shout out to Wifey in the chat. He put in a super fan donation in there. Is that his Wifey is in there?
No, I think he's talking about the mod.
Oh, I did see. I think the mod gave out, or Pat Wooey is now a member for a month. Thank you, Pat Wooey. I appreciate it. Apparently, Pat Wooey and the mod are Secret ADS mod are falling for each other. Now, I don't really remember. I know I kind of said it was a girl, but Pat Wooey, you might want to think twice. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying so.
Stay away from ladies in the chat.
Hey, Oh boy, Mike, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, buddy. It hasn't been that long ago, my friend. So you better be careful what you say. All right, guys. I am running out of juice here. I think I'm officially coming down with something because I'm also starting to feel like shit. So I am going to spend tomorrow trying to get the phones figured out, find out why they are not working, and they'll work for one call and then they'll stop working because all of the settings that I have, they should be working. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Mikey, thank you so much for coming and kicking it with us. I do appreciate you as always, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I should be on tomorrow night. Like I said, the girlfriend's parents are in from out of town, and there's movers coming over tomorrow. So I will shoot you a text, let you know where we stand and stuff like that. They're not in town much, so
I appreciate
the dinner or something.
That's okay. I appreciate the tentative heads up. That way I can, just so I can plan ahead. It's much easier for me than when it's like last minute or whatever, because I can figure out what to talk about. So, all right, perfect. All right, dude. Well, I love you. If I don't see you tomorrow night, have a nice dinner, and if I see you tomorrow,
me too, man. Hope you feel better.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna go. I just gotta drink some water and see if that helps. Because I think it might be it might be allergies and it's just draining, is what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping that's just what it is. So maybe I'll take an allergy pill and see if that fixes it. But all right, dude. I appreciate it. I love you, man. I'll see you. Adios. Alrighty, guys. Like I said, that's gonna wrap things up for us tonight here on Another Dumb Show. I appreciate everybody sticking around, dealing with my shabby voice. I feel like I'm talking through gravel right now. It sounds terrible. So that's going to wrap things up. If you've not already hit the like button, please take a second to do that. I saw somebody saying we got X number of people in the chat and we only got so many likes. Let's get those likes up. So do a brother favor. Hulk smash that like button. Superman flying leg smash into it. Do your best Superman speed as fast as you can, and hit that like button for a brother. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you guys take a second to subscribe to the channel. It's the only way you're able to talk in the chat. Beanarino almost just took out the entire camera right there, even with the weights on it. This dog is losing her mind. So I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I'm running out of gas. Thank you guys so much for streaming with us. Thanks for everybody who joined tonight. Thank you to all the super fan donations tonight. Again, I really, 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 truly appreciate it so much. And old Struts, he appreciates it too, because homeboy wants to get that computer paid for. So I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out tonight and streaming on my tube. You know I love it when you stream on the tube with me tonight. I'm out of here, guys. You know the rules. If you've been participating in happy hour, enjoying some delis, some lavender, all that good stuff, don't go anywhere. Those are the rules, because you might end up not having the little angel that I had today, and you might actually run that motorcycle guy over. Don't do that. We're going to wrap things up for us tonight, guys. I am out of here. See you.